So in Warhammer, there's a lot of, well, scumbags. Like, Chaos are fairly scummy, we know that anyway, but the Imperium can be scummy as well. Actually, feckin' everybody can. By the way, there's no script for this, so if you're new here, welcome to Warhammer. Cheers. It's gonna be a lot of random shite. So let's take a look at Emmesh, the Emperor's Children. A real class A dirtbag through and through. Like, he's fucking scummier than a Chinese restaurant after midnight. Like, a good old boy from the Iron Warriors one day decides he's gonna have a little gathering. So he gets together some Thousand Sons, some Night Lords, some Word Bearers, and some good old Emperor's Children. He's like, lads, I gathered you here because I've got this nice little stash of spirit stones that I happen to come across. And whoever regales me with the best tale, they're yours. You can take them, they're fucking free. Tax free and all. So the boys are like, right, grand. And the Night Lords start telling a load of stories about what they've done and all. It probably involves skinning people. Like, let's be honest, it's skinning people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot more in this than there is in the shorts. Like, there's a lot more of this too. The Word Bearers start talking about how they're just, you know, religious, zealous pricks. And the Thousand Sons start talking about how much they love the fucking Harry Potter movies. Then Emmesh walks in to regale his tale, and he discusses even the fucking Night Lords. Whatever about the Thousand Sons and the Word Bearers, but even the Night Lords are discussed. The Emmesh is a dirty, dirty fecker. He infected himself with these kind of mites, and like, they're under his skin, and the pain that it causes him, he fucking loves it. He's all about it. Like, he also had glass shards on each shoulder, and as he walked, they'd grate together and make this really fucking annoying piercing sound. Everybody hated it in the room, but he absolutely feckin' loved it with his heightened sense of hearing. And his tongue pulled all the way down, and it was strapped to his chest plate, and it was constantly ripping and tearing, and he loved the sensation of it when he was turning his head and the flesh was all tearing and shit. I told you, he's a mad feck. Now, he had two slaves that he brought with him, and they were bound around the neck with cords of flesh that would run back and would attach to his chest, his nips. And it was a brother and sister, and they were in the nip all the time. Naked, in other words. If you're not Irish, nip means naked. Now, this dirty fecker had actually cut their arms off, so he let them purposely sit together sometimes, knowing that they couldn't actually comfort each other by hugging each other, because he was a dirty scumbag. Deafened her and blinded him so as that they couldn't communicate with each other even more, and he had trained the lad to actually interpret the clicks and grunts that he made, because his tongue was pinned down to his chest. So your man starts to regale the time of how they took over a planet from the Death Guard and how he actually fought typhus. Iron Warrior lad fucking absolutely hates Emmesh, but he's like, why are you fighting the Death Guard? Why are you fighting fucking typhus anyway? And then the rest of the boys start calling him out about, what have you done? And a big fucking brawl breaks out. Thousand Son lad does some Harry Potter shite, and Emmesh ends up going basically through the ground, and the two slaves with him do as well. But as they do, their heads touch off each other and they're comforting each other. And with his last fucking breaths, this scumbag decides that he's gonna cry and try and reach over so as that he can pull them apart so they don't feel that second of happiness. This lad was a knacker. That is how you do not make your first long form video, because it took ages to do. It's probably only going to be a couple of minutes and there's way too much of this involved, and I do not have a Space Marine sword, so this will have to do. So if you actually made it to the end, let me know, and like, subscribe and comment. And it's killing me saying that shite, but my channel is getting buried. If you search it, nothing fucking comes up anyway. So cheers, have a good night. Saturday night, go out, don't watch this.